Teachers, educators, or glorified babysitters? Give you a moment. Yes, I said glorified babysitters. The state and feds mandatory that from age 6 until graduation, I believe it's worded, because some kids can graduate early. But standardly, it's about 18 is the cutoff. Sometimes they allow a 19-year-old to go through, but there's reasons, as I've understood. Mhm. With everything that I have thus far experienced in my life, and the way I look at some things, it is, in some aspects, very sarcastic. I'm quite sure many of you viewers agree with that. But if you see a odd-colored sheep, point it out, man. Let's get it. Seriously, though. Teachers are glorified babysitters. They are underpaid for the job that they're supposed to be doing. And there is not enough of them. We allow this to go by because we believe that after a certain age, the child can tend to itself and we don't need so many people helping. But that's far from the truth. As any person develops, whether it's now or in the past. See, that's one thing. You study a lot of the past, you quickly start learning a lot. But learning is not necessarily everything. But you can see how a child ended around age about 11 to about 16, roughly. Some cultures still it is. Child, you're 16, you're done. It's become more of a glorious thing. But in times past, that meant you were a woman, and that meant that you were supposed to be gone. And that meant you were a man, and that meant you were supposed to start making a living 100%. Not just learning, but doing. Each culture, depending on its needs and its knowledge, had been taught to its next generation, not just by a teacher standing in front. Yes, there was, in many cultures, a head, but always has there always been a constant teach. Everybody would teach. Even in a tribe, perhaps this person knew how to make bows, and this child came over and was watching, and they would teach them to make a bowstring. It would constantly go on, and they would actively teach them constantly. Everybody actively teaching the generation that's going to take over. It doesn't happen. Teachers have a problem in school. Teachers send home a note. would you please correct your child's behavior? Wait a second. Behavior happened there. What does child behavior help? It says correct the problem immediately. Put the child in a timeout. Take some fun activity away from them so that they understand and they are guided. Yeah, here's a note. Take it home to your damn parents. My mother drove bus. My grandmother drove bus. It didn't just said, no, they solved most of the damn problems right there on the bus immediately. One of the biggest things I remember every time that we were on a trip or something, somebody get out of control, somebody started to get around, they start bouncing all over the damn bus, out of control. Over goes the bus. Down comes the speaker. I am not moving this bus until it is completely quiet in here. Dead silence. And if anybody thought about the rest of them, quickly silenced. Peer pressure also has a lot to do with it, too. Lack of showing your authority. Oh, here's a note. Take it home. Oh, you just give me a note to take home. Who's the bigger fool? And with that, that's this episode.